Hey everybody out there, and today for you guys we're going to be talking about the new Blue Eyes Fusion that is coming out in the OCG for the 20th anniversary. I have to say first off, we knew about this card about a month and a half ago, but we didn't have an effect for it. And just by looking at the card, the artwork is freaking badass. A lot of these 20th anniversary artwork cards, which I may review a couple more, they have amazing artwork. They kind of look like Kazuka Takahashi's art style. If you guys remember, for the 10-year anniversary artwork, I think it was, he actually drew a lot of those cards. And I don't know if he drew these ones. It doesn't have his initials on there, so I don't know. But they look very similar to his art style, which is really cool. But I'm going to be as I make this video and I'm discussing this fusion, I'm going to be referring a lot to the Blue Eyes Shining deck that I did over the Christmas holidays at the end of last year, beginning of this year, and I'm going to be referring to that video a lot in this video because from reading this card right here, Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon, would fit perfectly at home in that deck as a one-of. So in this, you could take this card right now, go to that deck, take one card out of the extra deck and throw this card in, and it would work flawlessly. So I will be referring a lot to that video and how I've played around with playing multiple different Blue Eyes decks, how this card would relate to that deck, how it would relate to a deck revolving around Blue Eyes Fusion cards. Because if you guys are not familiar with, there's a bunch of different Blue Eyes builds out there. The best build to make this Blue Eyes alternative is the Fusion build. That you can or cannot throw Blue Eyes Shining Dragon in it, but it revolves around those basic cards to make this. You're not going to just take Dragon's Mirror, chuck it in your deck, and just say, okay, I made this card straight up. That's not how it's going to work. So let's get into the card effect, discuss it. Love the artwork, like I said, but let's get into the card now. So, level 12 Light Dragon Fusion Effect. Attack 4,500, defense 300, 3,800. Same stats as Neo, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, same stats as Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I love saying the name though. Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. An epic name. Materials, 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. Cool. First effect, this card on the field can't be targeted nor destroyed by opponent's card effects. That's really, really nice. So you're getting a big beefy boy that can't be destroyed and can't be targeted. And unless they have Utopia the Lightning, they're going to have a hard time getting around this dang bad boy because he's pretty beefy. Second effect, which is really good. Once per turn, you can target one card your opponent controls. Destroy one card your opponent controls. Once per turn. So if you don't use a Blue Eyes alternative, which it's going to require in the next part of this effect, you get to pop one card. That's cool. Destroy the target. If this card was fusion summoned using a monster whose original name is Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, okay, you can target 2 or 3 cards instead. During the turn this effect is activated, you cannot attack. So you can pop 3 cards. Not spell or traps, not just monsters, 3 cards on your opponent's field when you go for this fusion summon using this effect. But you can't attack that turn. Does it suck? Yes, but I kind of get it, so I'm okay with it. But let's talk about why this card is so easy to go for. Now, granted, it states you're going to you just need one alternative to get this 1 pop ability out, all right? To get the 3 pops. But I'm going to tell you here, you're actually going to get destroy 4 cards by going for this fusion, technically. Let me explain why. In a normal basic combo for going for a Blue Eyes Ultimate Fusion or Blue Eyes Ultimate to go into Shining Dragon combo, what you're going to be doing is pretty simple. You're going to have a combination of maybe King of the Swamp, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and or a polymerization in your hand, or future fusion, what have you. But you're going to have this combination in your hand: King of the Swamp, Blue Eyes, standard vanilla Blue Eyes Alternative. 3 card combo, about 4 card combo, but it works fairly well. because all these pieces for the most part are searchable. Poly is searchable through King of the Swamp. King of the Swamp is a substitute for one of your fusions. Blue Eyes is Blue Eyes, and Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon is great too. So how are you going to pop 4 cards on your opponent's turn instead of 3 cards? Well, pretty basic here what you're going to do. You're going to reveal your Blue Eyes White Dragon, and then you're going to special summon your Alternative Dragon. You're going to pop one of your opponent's monsters. That's 1 destroyed card. Now what I'm going to do, because I have King of the Swamp, maybe double Blue Eyes in hand with double Blue Eyes, doesn't matter really. You're going to now activate Polymerization. You're going to fusion all 3 cards, one of which was an original name of Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon, mind you. Keep that in mind. So now what you're going to be able to do is, you've popped one of your opponent's monsters, now you're going to activate its effect to destroy 3 cards on your opponent's turn, on your opponent's field, up to. So you're going to destroy 3 cards, pendulum scales, what have you, links, back row, what have you, and there you go. Bada bing, bada boom. You've destroyed 4 cards of your opponent. Is it consistent? Is it the most optimal way of using it? No. The great thing about this card is the fact that it says original name is Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. But it does state, mind you, that Blue Eyes White Dragon is the original name. The 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon is the fusion requirement. So you're going to have to bring one of those alternatives out in the field. Now, maybe you don't want to activate its effect because you don't want it to get destroyed and then you go into the fusion, but most likely if you're going to bring an alternative out, you're going to pop a card. You're not going to conduct a battle phase with the alternative, and if you're going for this big fusion, you're not going to conduct a battle phase in general. You're just going to blow up a lot of cards and win a card economy. Well, not card advantage, but technically you're using 4 cards. Blue Eyes Alternative, Blue Eyes, King of the Swamp, Polymerization. 4 cards to make this 1 fusion. Okay? Remember that. But you're destroying 4 cards of your opponent optimally. A monster and 3 random cards. So, in the end of the day, you're breaking even. Well, if I was going for Neo Blue Eyes, you're just popping 1 card with alternative, okay? And you're pretty much negging 3. You know, neg 3 because Poly, the other Blue Eyes, whatever else it was, King of the Swamp, another Blue Eyes, what have you. You get what I'm trying to say. So you're not plussing, but at least now by going for a fusion, you're going even, and you have an untargetable monster that only can be kaiju'd or, Utopia the Lightning over. So it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like the card a lot. I think it has a lot of potential in a deck that's built around it. This is not a situation where you're going to run Dragon's Mirror and just go for this guy. Like, you can do that, but you're not going to get the most benefit out of it because you're going to want to have alternative on the field to go for your polymerization play. Now, like I was referring to earlier, if you want to go check that deck profile out that I was talking to, we'll leave a link down in the description below, maybe even on the video. But it's definitely something you want to check out because this card is, you can literally take one of those cards out of the extra deck, chuck this in, and there you go. Maybe make that deck a little bit more competitive. Maybe take out Blue Eyes Shining, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon because you don't want to go for that play. And you just run 1 Neo, 1 Twin Burst, and this guy. And there you go. There's your deck right there. And now you have 2 slots. You have a slot open because you'll replace the Blue Eyes Ultimate with this. Blue Eyes Shining you could take out. Maybe Future Fusion, maybe something else. Run Call by the Grave just in case you run into hand traps. And there you go. You got a decent, pretty good fusion variation of Blue Eyes White Dragon that can go for a bunch of good fusion plays and make big boss monsters. This will be a one-of most likely because you're wasting so many resources to make it. This is kind of like an in-game. It's a very much a Kaiba-esque card when you're going for this card, if you understand what I'm trying to say. But overall, well-designed card, I think. It does suck you can't attack the same turn that you pop all these cards off, but you can crack boards with this in some manner. And overall, I'm very impressed with the card, and it's a good fusion. It's a good Blue Eyes fusion. Probably next to Neo, which can just OTK your opponent very quickly, This card can have a little more sustainability because it can't be targeted or destroyed. So overall, I love it. Overall, I like it. What are your thoughts? How will you use this in a Blue Eyes deck? Will you build a deck strictly around it with the Blue Eyes fusions, like using it in the Blue Eyes fusion variation, or will you try to fit it into the standard variation of Blue Eyes? Tell me your thoughts down below. Definitely go check out the video. I think it'll be helpful for you trying to construct your own Blue Eyes deck using this card, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, have fun dueling, good luck dueling, and I'll see all of you guys next time. Take care, everybody.